Hi everyone, this is Chanel with Get Out the Hole. Today we're going to be talking about child molestation. I know that child molestation is a very heavy topic, but it's a very important topic. And it's a discussion that every single household on the face of this planet should have with their children or child. Mothers, fathers, grandfathers, aunts, etc. Talk to the children in your family about child molestation. Every single child has someone, one person that they trust 100%. And if that person is you, you need to sit down and have this talk with that child or children. It's very important that we talk about things like this. And I know that some people are saying, well, I don't need to have this talk in my family because nothing like that is taking place in my family. Well, you're probably wrong because it happens to the best of the families. So we never know if something like this is taking place or not, because in most cases, the children don't say anything until they're older or until another child come forth and say something. And sometimes the person go through their whole life and never say anything at all. So let's make our children feel comfortable in coming to us, discussing such things with us. Child molestation is never the child's fault because the child is a victim. Now, when we talk about child molestation, you have to make the child feel secure, comfortable in sharing these type of things with you. Now, we can't look at someone and say, oh, they're a child molester. No. Child molesters can be anyone. The best of people. Religious people. Your sisters and brothers that you see all the time. Preachers and everything else. Married couples. Child molesters work. They have jobs. It can be your neighbor. Anyone. It happens. But we need to talk to our children about it. Now, the results of child molestation in families are very severe. Because when you're dealing with a child that has been molested, this child is going to have problems with depression, maybe thoughts of suicide, and more. Child molestation destroys the children's lives. It really does. That's why it's important that we talk about this with the children in our family, so that these things won't happen. Adults among themselves, you need to have this conversation as well with adults in your family. Because they need to know as well that this is not something that you do to a child. And they may not be doing it, but adults, you need to get together and have these conversations as well. It needs to be discussed. It needs to be talked about. And if you're a child and you're watching this video and someone has touched you in some point in time in your life, you need to tell someone. You need to tell someone. You did nothing wrong. The person that touched you is the one that did wrong. You did nothing wrong. If someone is touching you and you don't have anyone in your family that you can go to and tell, talk to your teacher, someone at school. There's always someone that you can trust. Talk to someone. Be very, very careful of who you talk to, but talk to someone. Now, if you are a child molester and you're watching this video, I want you to listen very carefully. If you are a child molester and you're out there and you're touching people's children, I advise you to stop. Don't touch anyone's child because you're causing damage to that child. It may not show now, but it's going to show later. Maybe you don't care. But if you're molesting kids, go and get help. There's free help out there. Free. It doesn't get any better than free. Okay, you may have a high sex drive for kids, but it's not right. You may have a mental problem. That's why there's help. So go and get help. Now, back to the adults that are the caretakers of children, or the guardian, or the parent, or the grandmother, etc. If you know a child in your family that has been molested, there's free help for them as well. Get them counseling. Get them therapy. Let them get help. Don't let them go on in life without the help, because the results is not going to be good. In some cases, the kids are strong enough they get over it. But you do have to understand, every child temperament is different. Every child personality and character is different. Go and get help. The help is there and it's free. So for right now, this ends my discussion on child molestation. Let's make sure that we're letting everyone that we're around know about child molestation. Child molestation is real. Child molestation is happening in this world today. Child molestation is taking place in many homes today, in today's society. It's taking place. It's happening. And it's causing major problems for children in this world today. I really hope that this helped someone out there, and that someone out there reports such a thing, and that someone out there has this conversation with someone that they love.